Gaurav Kapoor and Sean Pollock here for Crickbuzz Combox. A little update on Kolkata's batting effort. They, of course, were put into bat by Shreyas Iyer, and at the 10-over mark, they're at 75 for the loss of 3 wickets. That's right, losing 3 fairly cheaply, not getting too much of a contribution from Shubman Gill, Tripathi, or outgoing captain Dinesh Karthik. So, but they have Nitish Rana and Sunil Nara in there. In the middle, Sean Pollock, the first question I would like to ask you is, why is Captain Morgan,
yeah, it's a strange one. You always try and give them the benefit of the doubt as a management. What are they thinking? What are they trying to get out? How are they trying to get their team to perform at their best? And the only thinking I can come up with is that stage when I felt Morgan should have come, they've sent Nareen. I mean, he's done well, actually, 24 of 12 deliveries. Maybe they just said, listen, you go and play with some freedom. If it doesn't work out, then we go and rely on Morgan to get us a competitive or a score. If you do come off, all of a sudden our run rate improves. We get back in the mix, and then if a wicket falls, Morgan can take it through to the end. Because I think with no Dreyeras, maybe they want the experience of someone to be there at the back end. I mean, that's the only explanation I can come up with. I mean, so many times we say, give your best players as much opportunity to face as many balls because they can do more damage. I mean, we talk about how the batsmen dominate T20 cricket because they can be there for 20 overs. So to have a class player, the one guy who seems to be in some decent form, sitting in the dugout waiting to go when all the others have struggled. Gill, Tripathi, Karthik, they really have struggled for form in the recent past. So a bit of a surprise, but I think, thank goodness for them, Nareen is answering the call.
I want to ask you, as a fast bowler, as a South African, how much joy did that Tripathi dismissal give you? That delivery from Nokia and knocking out his stumps. Ooh, that was nice.
Yeah, it was. It was a good speed delivery, and he might have been thinking about the field that they had set. Maybe he was going to get the short pitch delivery, and I think even more so the case is after he gets out, they cut to him. He's behind the dugout and he's working on his technique. How can I possibly? And that's what a bowler wants to do. You want to create that doubt in the mind. You want to get them thinking about their technique, and high speed can do that to you. It doesn't matter what kind of batsman you are. When you come up against high speed, it can have that effect. And Nokia and Rabada have been really good.
Yeah, they have been, and they have been throughout, haven't they? Well, there was Tushar Deshpande, who was given the first over. He's got 3 for 31. I mean, take some confidence back after what happened to him against Punjab, that 1 over against Chris Gayle, rather. Nokia, of course, 2 overs for 10, picking up 2 wickets. Rabada, 2 overs for 9, picking up a wicket. Ashwin, little expensive with that 1 over because Narayan got him for a couple of boundaries. One, of course, a streaky edge. But at this point in time, Kolkata will just take any runs, Polly. They really will. They won't care whether they're edges or leg buys or whatever they are. They just need the runs. We may not agree with the thought of Narayan coming ahead of Morgan in this situation where Kolkata has been in a bit of trouble. It is working out for them right now. But where would they like to end up looking at the surface and from what you've seen?
Yeah, I think it'd be a big innings when Morgan does get to the crease. He's going to have to play really well. He's going to have to marshal that situation and put the different bowlers under pressure. You look at that Delhi lineup, and they seem to have all bases covered, don't they? I mean, it's a small boundary on the one side, but they've got the option of the 2 spinners not having to bowl their full spells because of the Stoinis impact. So it really is a good balance. Can Cummins, be as destructive against the quality high-paced bowling of the 2 South Africans at the back end? I'm not so sure about that. But, I think at this stage, if they can get 150 or just above that, 157, I would think would be like perfect.
That's exactly your guess. Well, let's see where that gets now. It gets to, what was mine, 165? I think mine was 165. If they can get there, I mean, if Morgan could come, it would really help my cause. But I don't think it's my cause. I think it's Kolkata's cause that we're worried about right now. Well, that's all we have for you in this update. We're going to see you at the end of the Kolkata batting effort. Do join us then. Big thank you to Sean Pollock. This was Crickbuzz Combox.